This podcast contains strong language, sexual themes, and is definitely not suitable for anyone under the age of 18, maybe 16. We don't know what your mama taught you in school.
Hello and welcome to
Sexy Sidekicks. Woohoo!
Welcome back. This is episode 2. It's actually quite amazing, isn't it, DeeDee?
It is. We are here for episode 2 already.
I can't believe it. And you know, we've had a great feedback. We've had approximately 3 listeners, and all 3 of them have been so supportive. It's been
Thank you
lovely.
so much
Thank
to all of you anonymous listeners. We don't know who you are, but thank you.
Well, one is my son, Jeremy. The other, I think, is your mum. I'm not sure who that other one is, actually. But we'll find out soon enough.
Maybe if they pass, they'll get in contact.
So, as previously mentioned, we are here in Brighton.
Sunny Brighton.
Well, it's not that sunny at the moment as we are in January.
That is true, yeah. The sun hasn't really been shining, but people say it's always sunnier down the seaside. So it's probably still sunnier than Kent.
They do. I mean, the one thing that is quite strange is my nipples are always quite erect, as it is very cold by the sea. The wind is very chilly on my nips.
It is chilly, but you know, it's still nice. I'm a bit more I'm positive.
You're positive.
I'm positive.
You're positive.
I am. I'm
Positive.
excited to be here. I love it here.
Are you gay with happiness?
I am.
No pun
Some people
intended.
call me gay.
Okay, so we're in, actually, quite funny, we're in Spoons. We've had a lovely time down here in Brighton, haven't we?
Table 69, believe it or not, would you?
Table 69. So if you want to send us a drink, please do.
Well, probably we won't be there when this comes out, but
Very true.
I mean, whoever's at table 69, send them a drink anyway.
Why don't we tell them about what we've been up to down here?
Well, we came down yesterday. We came on the train. It was a lovely express route. Only took 2 hours, and we had some ginny in a tinny.
And we got a little bit tipsy, didn't we?
We did a little bit tipsy on the train, and I couldn't work out how to lock the door on the toilet, so Sabrina just had to stand and be the door.
I did.
Because I couldn't work out the revolving door, so...
And I really wish you hadn't done such a smelly shit at that time.
Well, when it's coming, it's coming, and you know, I have...
IBS.
Well, some people call it IBS. I just call it excited bowels.
Last time we were talking about all the gay bars and how your cousin is gay. And
My second cousin,
your
yes.
Your second cousin, yes. And actually, he suggested a gay bar to us, so we went along. And I'm not going to lie, right, guys? I was hesitant. I was very hesitant. You know my reserves on gay people.
Yes.
Yes. But do you know what? Actually, they were very nice. They were lovely, lovely people. We danced the night away, didn't we, Dee?
Oh, we did dance the night away. There was a lady there, though, and she didn't have a bra on, and she was dancing on this silly little stage, and everyone was looking at her, cheering, and I thought, you're disgusting.
Sorry, DeeDee, that was me.
Well, I did have a few voddies, didn't I?
That's really rude.
I mean, I didn't remember you wearing that outfit before we went out, but...
Well, I had the big raincoat on and then I took it off to the club.
Yeah.
That is quite upsetting, actually. I feel very hurt.
I'm very sorry.
Yes, you should
I mean, I was looking at the men, and they were beautiful men. Beautiful men.
One man took me to the loo, and actually he said, would you like some of this? And I went, sure. And at first I thought it was just some sugar. And then immediately I felt like I was in a spaceship, and actually, suddenly, he told me I was on ketamine.
That's so funny you should say that, because when I was in there, someone else took me to the toilet. I don't know if it was the same man, but someone else took me to the toilet, and he got out this weird thing, and he took a lid off and said, smell this, in his gay little voice. And I was like, oh God, what is it? And he told me to smell it, and I did, and then all my eyes nearly rolled all the way back in my head and out my mouth. It was really weird.
He
He said it was called poopers.
Poopers.
Poopers. You think
Oh,
it
no,
can-
that's called poppers. It makes your bum stretch, apparently.
Well, that definitely did for me then, because I had the poopers afterwards.
God, why don't you? But no, I had the time of my life on ketamine. Apparently I was completely naked on the bathroom floor, pretending to be a snake. That is what I was later told.
I must have been dancing.
Probably. So let's get down to business. As to why we're here, we are going to bring forth the spirits, and we are going to pass on the messages of those that have passed, aren't we, DeeDee?
We are, that's what they want us to do. That's what we were born to do.
Right, okay, take my hand.
Okay then, Sabrina, let's do this, shall we?
Breathe in. And out. Higher. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I am starting to get quite wet in my blouse. Oh God.
Don't apologise.
What's happening? I'm lactating.
Are you sure you're just not sweating?
Oh my God. No, this is milk. I smell it. Grab me some towels.
Oh, well, I don't have any towels. We're in this pub.
Right, I need your pint glass. Thank you. Why am I lactating? I am. I'm channeling a pregnant lady. Her breasts are large and swelling.
Oh.
And seeping that milk. That God's milk. My name is Mary. But I do not have a little lamb. Do you know what I do have?
A goat.
I have a little baby inside me. And the baby is going, where, Mummy, where? And I am a virgin. Oh my goodness. I think I just channeled the Virgin Mary. Why am I channeling the Virgin Mary?
What? Well, she's dead, isn't she?
Oh, well, I thought that Jesus was born in Jerusalem, but she tells me that is a lie. He was actually born in Brighton 2,000 years ago, Mary. God, you're old, and you are the Virgin. You're carrying the Son of God. She says yes. She says yes, but she has a confession. She says to me, I is not a virgin. I was knocked up by a man named Simon.
Simon Cowell? I mean, he does look old enough, doesn't he?
Yes, absolutely.
Of all that work, I'm not surprised if he hasn't
He
had
is
some
quite
life.
heinous looking. I should know. I
Yeah.
have seen him in the flesh. And we won't talk any more about it. But she was knocked up by a man named Simon. And the angel Gabriel came to her and said, you are with child. And she said, no, please. This cannot be true. And he said, for you art thou, Virgin Mary.
So they were telling her that she's a virgin, even though she knew she wasn't?
Yes. He thought that she was, but she weren't. She was already knocked up by Simon, and let me tell you what happened. Simon waltzed in. And he said, look, Mary, I've been looking at your jugs for quite a while now. So she took him inside her, and she got pregs. Then the angel Gabriel came. And then she lied and said she was a virgin. She went into labour by the slot machines on the pier. And she was so taken by this Lord our God, his Saviour, Jesus Christ, coming out of her nun. She cracked her head on the 2p machine and actually emptied the whole thing out.
The pence machines are that old, are they?
She had enough to buy herself some candy floss afterwards, yes.
I didn't know they had candy floss back in the days of Jesus.
They did.
Why did he give people bread and fish then?
Well, because he was incredibly selfish.
He wanted all that sugar and not Mary's.
He did.
No, wait. Jesus is Mary's son, not...
Yes.
But, you know, he wanted that sugar too.
I imagine he did.
Horny little baby.
Horny little baby. And Mary was quite horny too, so, I mean, put two and two together.
Like mother, like son.
Like mother, like son. And the God came down and he said, look, Mary, you have but sinned. Therefore, I curse this bright heart. Oh, I just felt the feelings, dear. I felt the feeling. He cursed Brighton, cursed it with gays. From now until forevermore. For her sin of sex before marriage. And Jesus, not being the son of God, but the son of Simon. Ah! She's gone.
That was a tale and a half, wasn't it?
Oh, wow. I am
guess-
so taken aback. She came to me in spoons.
Excuse my language, but Christ almighty, literally.
I can't believe it.
That was something else. I guess then I'll have a little go at trying to get something through. I mean, it's quite busy in here now. There's a lot of men looking at us. We have been quite loud and vulgar. I mean, it's not vulgar, is it? We're just doing what we do. It's our job. People look at us all the time. We just have to let it happen, soak it up. It gives us a little tan, a self-confidence tan, doesn't it?
It does. We are quite orange right now.
We do like the attention, and hopefully they'll hear us and they'll say, I want to get to know them. So yeah, I'll have a little go then, if I can shut myself up for 1 second.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Can you not feel anything?
well, give me a minute.
There's nothing passing through you.
Oh, I can't-
Not even a stool.
Oh, what's that joke we heard the other day at the pub? What do three gays do when there's only one stool in the pub?
I don't know.
They turn it upside down. Did you get it?
No.
Well, they just all sit on it and it goes up their arse.
Oh.
Isn't it funny?
It is funny, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that one the other day. I like that one. But anyway, I guess nothing's taken me. Well, I'm a bit exhausted, maybe. My psychic exhaustion is setting in from the other day. I mean, we were walking around town. We went shopping. There's some lovely shops in Brighton.
But didn't you see that man?
Well, I did. That's what I think I'm exhausted by.
Right.
I saw this man, and I know he wasn't really there because Sabrina didn't see him. And he was a man. He was a man. Oh, he was a man. I mean, how do I say this politely? He was extremely obese. Like, he looked like he had about 10 kids in that belly. And he looked at me and he lifted up his polo top and he started slapping it.
Slapping his belly?
Slapping his belly. He was slapping his belly like a bongo drum on heat.
And was it bruised? You said it was pink.
It was, well, it's bruised and pink, like pink and bruised. It was slappy, McSlappy slap. He was just screaming at me, slapping his belly, saying, I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you. And then, he did break into a bit of song, and then he did start banging his belly to the tune of Sweet Caroline.
That is why you had the fear in your eyes.
Yeah, I hate that bloody song, I do. It's like he knew.
But we then came to, we went to a cafe, and actually we looked up, and it turns out it was a ghost. The ghost of Churchill Square.
Real thing, apparently. A lot of other people have seen him.
A large fan of Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, I really dislike that song. I mean, Caroline's this woman that lives around the corner from me, and she's a complete and utter bitch.
Yeah, she's a whore.
Well, yeah, she's a nice piece to work. Yeah. She looks like Jimmy Savile dyed his hair ginger and then put his finger in an electrocution hole and ate a whole bolognese around his eyes.
I personally think she's quite attractive, but I like that kind of thing.
You do like a ginger-haired, red eyeshadowed, stinky bitch, don't you?
Yes. And so if you walk around Churchill Square, you might see him bingo bonging his little bell.
Well, it wasn't little.
His large bell.
Well,
right?
yeah, it was massive and horrible.
Singing Sweet Caroline.
He might not sing that to you. Maybe that was just devil for me. This now brings us to our Crystal of the Week. This week, our crystal is the fire agate polished tumblestone.
Oh, they look lovely. They are ruby red. They are
like
ruby
a
goddamn
nice
red.
burnt orange.
What do they
ruby
do?
reds.
What do they do, DeeDee? Tell us all.
Well, they protect you from the spirit world, so
Mm.
it's important that you use protection for them when you're contacting the spirits.
Much like if you were to wear a femidom.
Yeah.
Put that in and it protects you from all those vascular diseases.
Well, yeah, what you also could do is put your femidom in and then put a fire agate polished tumblestone in the femidom.
Yes.
And then you're good to go on both spiritual protection and sexual protection.
Oh my God, you're so right.
That was this week's Crystal
Crystal
of the Week.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. We will be back next week on Sexy Psychics.
We
And
will. Where are we
this
going
time,
next week?
We are going to the cliffs of Dover.
Oh, I've never actually been there either. Some people say I've got cliffs of Dover.
Anyway, so we will see you next week.
We will see you next week.
Thank you, goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye for
Sexy
Psychics. Sexy Psychics. Can we get another glass of wine then, Sabrina?
I think you've had enough.